Hi my lovelies and welcome back to my channel. If you're new here then welcome. We have a full face, well almost a full face of Poundland makeup as well as One Beyond. Although One Beyond doesn't have their own brand of makeup, but they do have some decent brands in there that is very cheap. I was going to do like a full face of Poundland makeup, but I looked at some of the stuff and I was like, I know I'm never going to reuse that stuff, so I've decided kind of against doing that, but I've got a decent amount of stuff to try. So it's basically a full face of new makeup really, isn't it? But makeup that's really cheap. There is some bits of makeup that I will need to substitute for stuff that I've already got in my collection because I'm not buying a really cheap mascara. They don't do anything for my lashes, and I know that it's never going to get used. Fact. There's just a few other bits and bobs that I just didn't have, but I'm hoping I can use some of these things as what do you call it? Use it for other uses. I don't know the right word there, guys. My brain gone. We have this foundation to try, and I know I'm not going to like it. I think I tried this years ago, if I'm honest. I can't remember. I'm probably not going to like this because this is the shade Light. It's too dark for me. I swatched it. It's orange. I'm going to look like an Oompa Loompa. Mostly, like, this was like probably the only product that I bought for the sake of the video so that I had at least a foundation base. Alright. Because it was £1.50 and I was like, you know what, I can afford £1.50 being out my money for that. So yeah. You get 30ml, which isn't bad at all, but the shade range is appalling. Different at the same time. Yeah, actually, I thought that was going to be too dark for me. It's actually too light for me. I should have got the medium shade then. Okay, I'm actually not mad at that. For concealer, I went for the Poundland one, but you don't get a lot of product. It looks very empty. So, yeah. Okay, so the concealer actually starts from there. So that whole bit is just air, guys. That is just air. Yeah, you really don't get a lot of product in that at all. I got it in the shade Swan 1 because honestly the shade range in Poundland is absolutely diabolical. It is so bad. I like the little applicator though on this. Even their foundation shades, to be honest, was so bad because they only have very light shades. So it would, honestly, most of their shades would only work for like somebody at my skin tone. I mean, I get it, they're Poundland and their foundations were £3, by the way. It's also why I didn't buy their foundation, because I'm like, I'm not paying £3 for a foundation that I'm probably not going to use again. But yeah, I understand it's Poundland. Their makeup isn't going to be like the best of quality, but surely they can come out with a few deeper shades. I mean, you could go from a really light shade, a medium shade, and then a deep shade. That way, like, you're at least trying to be a wee bit inclusive. But the fact that all the shades that they had was mostly like shades that would work for my skin tone. So I don't really find that at all impressive, if I'm totally honest with you guys. We have two face powders to try, which is the Technic Superfine Translucent Powder, which I think I tried this as well years ago, and if I remember correctly, I liked it. So the Poundland Smoothly Does It pressed powder in the shade Natural Beige 2, because I've actually heard good things about this pressed powder, so I actually want to try it finally and see what it's like. So I figured try that in the shade. They did have the translucent shade, the translucent shade in this, but I figured go for a colour because this adds colour to me. Even though it's a translucent powder, that actually does have a colour to it. So yeah, that was my logic. And then I got the translucent pressed powder from Technic for the rest of the face, because I like pressed powders that actually have colour to them, because it adds a bit of coverage under the eyes. The foundation's making me really itchy. I'm actually not mad at that, guys. Like, genuinely, for a pound, that's actually not bad. I can understand why people like it. Yeah, I actually like it. That's actually not bad. That's not bad. This was either a pound or £1.50. I can't actually quite remember. I actually like that as well, guys. I like that as well. Okay, these two are winners. I'm really happy with that. Yay. Okay. Okay. I'm really pleased with them too, because they're pretty good. That's okay, because I couldn't decide between both of them. They were £2 each from One Beyond. So we've got the Revolution Reloaded Neutrals 2 palette. And the Technic Enamored Pressed Pigment palette. I couldn't choose. There's 2 cream products in this as well. I don't know if they're the same shade. Right, that's a brown. And that's a black. Okay, you could use that as a gel liner, those two. So that's actually pretty cool. I'm not gonna lie. This product feels interesting. Right, so it's cream. Right, no, this guys is actually quite cool. It's cream in the middle and powder shimmer and the two corners. What? That is, I've never seen that before. I've never actually seen anything like that before. £2 this cost me from One Beyond. I've never seen that. That's a new for me. That is new for me. I was kind of hoping it would maybe have like a shade in here that I could use for like a contour for my nose. That's what I meant, like try and like use products that aren't meant for what you use it for. I feel like that's just a bit too, maybe like with a really light hand. We've got the Poundland bronzer. It's the Good to Glow matte bronzer. Shades matte medium 2, but they only have one shade. They only sell one shade, so makes me not give it a shade name, because that was the only shade that they do, or at least in the Poundland that I went to, but we'll give it a go. And this was only £1, and I actually don't mind that. Okay. I mean, I need to like keep dipping in quite a bit to get pigment. I don't mind that, because it means that I can actually control how much like that I use and how like out there I make it. So I actually don't mind that. I actually really like that. I'm gonna use a bit on my nose because I like a contour on my nose. It's their blush, I can't speak today, blush jewels. You have a full-on matte one or a shimmery one. I don't have any highlighter, so I'm going to go for the shimmery one. because they didn't do any highlighter, and I don't think there's any shades in any of these eyeshadow palettes that I can use as a highlighter. So yeah, we will go with this. I'm just going to use this, I'm going to use this brush actually. And I'm going to go in, I mean that looks like the NARS Luminoso, but I always use that. Let's go in with a darker shade. That's really pigmented. I was not expecting that pigment, so I've went severely overboard. Right, let's try and save this. We need to save it. It's too pigmented. It's too pigmented. That is actually like intense. Okay, you need the tiniest dip in those. They were £1 each, guys. £1 each. Look at that pigment. The glow is actually really pretty as well. Like £1 each. Yes. Okay. I like. I actually wish we were a wee bit less pigmented than that, to be honest with you. I actually wish we were poorer quality than what they actually are, because that's actually a bit too blinding for me personally. We've got that for £1. It's their brow kit. Slay your brows all day, every day with this all-in-one brow kit. Vegan suitable as well, it says. So you're getting 3 powders and 1 wax. I'm kind of curious on the wax, to be honest with you, so I'm going to go in with that. One of the shades that's really going to work for me is this. That's just a bit too brown for me. Too light for me, actually. So, yeah, I think it's really only that deep shade that I can use. But, oh well. That's not a big deal to me, to be honest, because it's the beauty of these kind of palettes when it was £1 and you're getting that much in that one palette. And second, it means you're more likely to get your shade. I actually think this brow pen powder will actually be perfect for somebody that's got blonde hair, if I'm totally honest. Like that was the shade that I needed when I had my hair bleached blonde. Okay, that was the shade that I was actually trying to look for and I couldn't find it. I wish I'd looked in Poundland. Oh, I hate when that happens. This is actually not bad, guys. I doubt it's going to be any good, but I like that. I really like that. That is actually not bad, guys. The brow wax, not so much. I don't really like brow wax in it. That's fine with me. I really don't mind that. But that is, yes. Okay, go for this Technic palette with this shade here. A powder contour mask under, because it looks like it's quite a contoury shade, so that's annoying. I could have used that on my nose, but oh well. This shade here. It's quite a nice purple shade. I do not know what to go for. That is creamy. We've got a purple. That is cool. Right, we're going in with that. And go in with some of this yellow and just put it in the middle. I like that, but I'm not surprised because I like Technic's eyeshadow formula, so not surprised. From Poundland, it was £1. It's their Call Me Beautiful in the shade Black 1. So let's see. I'm not really impressed. Not great pigment, if I'm totally honest. Actually would reuse it, but it's just not, it's not my favourite. I, I prefer a black eyeliner to be like really out there. Like, I was going to actually get a Revolution lip duo kit that they had for like £2. Last minute, changed my mind because I wasn't fully set on the shade. They either had like a brown shade, which I don't typically wear a lot of brown lipsticks, so I was like, no. Or they had that shade, which was, it was the shade Queen. And it looked a bit too baby pink for my liking. I don't like lips six that are like really baby pink. So I was like, do you know what? No, because this is going to be me buying this, using it once, not liking it because of the shade, and then never using it again. I was like, no, I'm not wasting £2 on that. So I decided against it last minute because I was like, I know I'm not going to use that shade. It's too baby pink. So I'm just going to use lip products that I've already got. So it's from Revolution. I don't think you get it anymore, but it was from one of their collections. I can't remember, but it's a beautiful mauve shade, and I love it. I actually don't mind this. Like, it's actually like, I don't mind it. I really love a lot of these products, though. I mean, yes, I really like this actually. I wonder if I could actually use these other two powders as something different though. Let's see the shades on my hand. Right, the blonde one, definite no, because it's not even showing up on my skin. I'm going to test that on my nose as a contour right now because I need to, guys. That looks like a good shade for contour, and I need to test that theory out right now. Yes, I found the perfect nose contour shade for me. I'm wondering about my jawline now. Let's try out my jawline. Okay, I really like that. I'm genuinely buzzing with that because I think it's just like, I love. These blushes are so pigmented. Like, what that Joelle? Why does this eye today look smaller than that eye? Has that eye always been smaller than that eye? Like, more closed? I don't remember that. Okay. Really like the bronzer. And love these two pressed powders. Buzzing for them. Yeah, overall, like, these products are good. Okay, they're beautiful. Thumbnail. It's like, no, that's not my thumbnail. Anyway, guys, please like this video, comment down below. Have you tried any Poundland makeup or any makeup from and beyond? Let me know in the comments. Hit that subscribe button, it really helps my channel out a lot. And I will see you in my next video, guys. Bye!